All right, let's go. I love it. You have to love the process. Okay. There's a lot of good books out there about loving the process. But one of the things that you need to get is No BS Calendar by Dan Kennedy, one of the great mentors out there. He's a mentor to my mentor. And so if you can't manage your time and if you can't manage yourself, then you would never be on my team. Right. And there's a 12-week year, another great book that talks about the only true accountability doesn't come from other people. True accountability comes from you. If you can't truly be accountable, then that's the problem. There's another quote out there is, are things the way they are because of the way that you are, right? If you're getting all these leads, but you're not actually following up because the fortune is made in the follow up, I promise you, I can't tell you how many leads that I've followed up with and have been able to close business because I'm following up with them. I have several $3 million clients that I'm working with this week because I followed up with them because I picked up the phone and made a phone call and I had a conversation. I connected with them. I added value. All the stuff that we're teaching you, I'm going to continue to teach you through this process. So, effort is the energy that overcomes resistance. Effort. And so like when you're getting started with your business, getting started with leads, getting started with like creating predictability in your business so you're not trying to spin every plate that's out there, but you know, like, hey, I have this one funnel that's crushing it and now I can add another one. Like you nail it before you start to scale it. um, Effort, right? It's like you're pushing a car up the hill. You push, 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 and eventually it starts to come down the hill and you create momentum, right? And you have referrals and you have all that stuff. Doesn't mean that you let this stuff go, right? And it just means that you start to scale. It means that you hired an inside sales assistant, you hire a buyer's agent, you have a sales team, and now all of a sudden you're a monster and you're just not like a bad way, but you're just like becoming that dominant listing agent in your marketplace, and you can start to take the vacations and do the things that you love to do. But it starts here, right? Because if you want to train somebody one day and they say, hey Kyle, uh, how do I handle this objection, or what should I say here, and you haven't had those conversations, then you cannot speak confidently on how to handle the objections if you've never handled them. Okay. You may be able to tell somebody, oh, yeah, I think this sounds good. But if you can't confidently say, hey, they're saying this because of this, or hey, they're going to say this, and this is how you respond. You should have 5 to 10 objections that come in, and you already instantly know how you're going to respond because you have it all written down, you have it memorized. You've gone through our objection handling course. I have a YouTube video, a link right below, that you guys can watch on handling objection. It's agreeing, it's isolating, all of the good stuff that we teach you guys. So um, you know you guys need to, not only, you're not, everybody wants to work on their business before they work in their business. But you, at this point in the stage, if you're getting all these leads, you are working on and in your business. Okay. For some of you, you're at a point like, hey, I have an inside salesperson and they're watching this video, and that's you, right? That's you right there. You're watching this and you are working in the business when you have your business owner working on the business, right? So that's important. But we're creating a well oiled machine that's just spitting out leads. To be able to say, hey, I want 10 leads a day as someone who's searching for real estate, luxury homes or lakefront homes or all that, and they're raising their hands and they're going out there searching, and you have value to add to them. You know somebody, like you got somebody on the line, right? I mean, it's so hard. Agents' biggest problem is creating leads, right? That's why Zillow is the monster that it is because it has the leads, and that's why you're paying out 25% referral fees instead of just paying a simple $4 per lead. Like, this is game changing, and this is not always going to be $4. I'm gonna have to redo these videos and take this out because some of these leads are going to be worth 6, 7, 10. I mean, hundreds of dollars if you do it right. And so, if we do it right, and we are, so you're in early, so don't waste this time. You have to lead by example. You have to be coachable. The definition of talent is somebody who's hungry, humble, and smart. And so you're hungry because you're here. You're humble, right? You're going through that valley of despair, right? If you watch my webinar, it's a 67-day process, right? It's 67 days of going into that valley of despair and taking punches, building your list. You're building your database because this is database marketing, okay? You're going to be able to survey your database and unlock hundreds of thousands of dollars that's in there. Okay. Another great book that I'm going to leave you with is a great book called Go for No. It's going to give you the right mindset on how to convert these leads and what you need to do to double and triple your business. Okay. I hope this was helpful. I listed a couple books. I actually listed 3 books in this. You should be having a book list, listening to it on audio so you guys can go out there and crush it. I believe that these are your dream leads, and they're going to be the dream leads that unlock your dreams. But you got to pick up the phone. You have to have your value proposition, and you have to follow up. We have our, since you are at this point, you should have our, let me see here, pipeline. At this point, you should have a pipeline, and you should have a pipeline that's very simple, like new leads coming into your system. You have a manual follow up. You set them up on a search. You give them a home value. You manually follow up, dial and smile. They replied to something, so now they're here. They're working hot, right? You got a long term nurture, appointment scheduled. You're sending them newsletters, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is really really important. To have a sales process, to have a process that you're taking people through. If people get bogged up here and you never manually follow up, or maybe you do a home value or set up a search, but you never manually follow up again, you're missing out on the fortune. You're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. Now you get to leverage your time and figure out like, okay, I'm going to be hyper focused on the people who have replied. I'm be hyper focused on the working hot. These are all people we've had conversations with, and all people who are looking to actually buy or sell. That's the beautiful thing about these Google AI leads, that it's pretty right on. You're not getting a bunch of Facebook people saying, yeah, I just want my home value and I'm just kind of looking, I was just curious type of thing. These are people who are actually searching, actively searching to sell their home, to buy a home, for a lakefront home, for a golf course home, for a luxury home, for a ranch. These are all specific searches. So we know that they're in the market. That's why we have such a high working hot ratio. So anyways, get out there, crush it, move people through your pipeline, pick up the phone, be disciplined. If you aren't disciplined with your time, you'll be disciplined by time. All right, keep crushing.